You know what I'm saying? I can't believe that you actually elect her over Lee Zeldin. You know what I'm saying? In no shape or form. You see, because she no more than a crook, just like Kodo. You see, like I said, the Demon Democrats sing a beautiful song, but that's not what they're saying, nor is what they're going to put out there on that bill, such as they're talking about a shutdown, but adding in funding for Ukraine with it. How is that possible? You're adding in funding for Ukraine in more ways than one as part of a deal to not shut down the government. So you drove the government into inflation, you drove the government into brokeation, right? And on the verge of brokeation, and then you try to tell them if they don't agree on a bipartisan level, both of y'all, crooked motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, then there will be a shutdown of our government, forcing them into funding Ukraine. So we get a shutdown because there's a brokeism. The people are already going broke in the country, you know what I'm saying, and you want to broke us even more by saying that we'll broke this country if you don't fund Ukraine. Does that make any sense? And this is what I'm talking about when I talk about people not making sense in the things that you are allowing them to get away with and say out their mouth. And I don't get it. What does Ukraine have to do with? And then people is trying to justify the shit, arguing it down. If we don't support Ukraine, you know what I'm saying? This whole country could fall. It'll mess up the whole world if we don't find Ukraine. That's a lie, and you know it. You know what I'm saying? But we see the demon Democrats go viral, blasting GOP on Trump, act like they're blind. This is coming in by, it looked like uh, an Alia, how you say Allah, Ayla, or what, I think it's Ela or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say it's struggling with your name anyway. On 9/23 or 9/28/23, you know what I'm saying, at 7:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the time to be fucking with your name, bro. You know what I'm saying? But we see that the even Democrats Congresswoman has gone viral for, I want to know for what. She probably went viral for her own brain. You know what I'm saying? But she went viral, this Congresswoman, so called, has gone viral accusing the Republican during an impeachment inquiry into creep Joe Biden of pretending to be blind when it comes to incriminating evidence against the president. What incriminating evidence this black ass nigga ass woman is talking about? You garbage. Let's just be frank before we move on. Now you really showing your sellout nigger ass for real. To sit here and compare the two. See what I'm talking about? You let anybody tell you any fucking thing and you run down the road like two buck fucking dummy and expect all of us to follow you. You know, that's that Christianical garbage you have in your head though. Because while you talking about Christianical garbage, you were enslaving, you're murdering, sex trafficking, blood sucking, sacrifice, and all kinds of bullshit. But you sitting up there talking about God. Is you talking about God, or is you talking what God? I don't know you're talking about because there ain't no God of mine. So you must be, and then you're talking about Jesus. So which one is it, Baphomet or Jesus? Because they seem like the same people, or the same whatever they are. You know what I'm saying? But you let anybody jump up like this dumbass nigga, you know what I'm saying, talking his dumb shit, trying to compare Creep Joe Biden to the Trump situation. A representative, you know what I'm saying, listen to her name, Jasmine Crockett. Yeah, more like Jasmine Crackhead, you know what I'm saying, serving for her first term. You need to be kicked the fuck out, you know what I'm saying, representing Texas 30th Congressional District. I can't believe Texas even elected this fucking fool. You know what I'm saying? Laid into the Republicans on Thursday for investigating Creep Joe Biden alleged corruption while ignoring evidence again. They're not ignoring a fucking thing because Trump is in indictments. He's all up in court. He's there every day. He's boom, bam, 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 and chakalaka, laka, boom, boom. Didn't you say he had 91 indictments? They're not ignoring a fucking thing. So you're lying. What they're ignoring, though, is Creep Joe Biden's investigation. You trying to cover it up. You pull out the nigger card. Here come the nigger. The sellout ass niggers. And that goes for our neighborhood and our ghettos as well. Don't come with that bullshit. You a nigger ass, balls licking, cracker sucking, fucking nigger. Yes, I said it. I'm not trying to hear no bullshit. Because we are not going to accept a nuclear fucking fallout because a black nigger, you know what I'm saying, talking shit. It's time for y'all to stop licking balls. Let's just be frank. Y'all been licking some balls for a minute, talking that nonsense you talking. Now you talking about it Crockett, Jasmine Crockett, and the other one from the Virgin Islands, I forgot her dumb ass name. Talking about she a Democrat. You more like a damn dummy. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be frank. You know what I'm saying? You serving your first year coming out of tech, you should be kicked the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? You should be kicked the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Talking about investigating alleged corruption. What do you mean alleged? Who the fuck this not be? You know what I mean? Alleged corruption while ignoring evidence again. What evidence against Trump? You ain't got no evidence against Trump. Your evidence is garbage because if you're talking about his personal business and his personal business dealings, that's his personal business. That has nothing to do with the American people. Whether he fraud or inflate his wealth and all, that's his business. But when you're talking about Creep Joe Biden, we're talking about, foreign lobbying that's costing the lives of those people in, let's say, Bogota, let's say Paris, London, France, where Paris seems to be a very racist place sometimes too, Spain and all of that, very racist, you know what I mean? And we look at those states and we look at those different people or whatever, and we see that we're looking at him, even foreign lobbying, with people who he's going to let in our government and take over our government from the inside out. So how is Trump doing that? We don't see that. We don't see that. You see ignoring evidence, but this man in court every time he spin around. So they're ignoring it. Crackhead. Crockett. What? We see lady into the Republican Thursday investigating alleged corruption. And you know alleged it is. And he been doing that ever since he been there. You know what I'm saying? And probably before he was even in government, his little crooked ass. You know what I'm saying? Talking about corruption while ignoring the evidence against Donald. They didn't know a fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? The president has pleaded not guilty in 91 felony counts in 4 separate criminal indictments this year. So how are they ignoring it? Crackhead. Every time they want to save their ass, they pull out the what? The nigger ass black card. You know what I'm saying? But we see House Republican, you know what I'm saying, have opened an impeachment inquiry into creepy ass Joe Biden, but have yet to produce any clear evidence of a crime by the president. Yes, the crime is all there. Y'all just don't want to accept the truth. Oh no, y'all want to ignore the truth because you want to rain and shine and all kind of bullfuckery this so. Same thing we saw with the CDC and the World Health Organization. You making choices for us and then telling us, like Biden said on stage, democracy is ruling the people. Did you hear that part? And then he tried to change it. You see? But I pay close attention to what you say out your mouth. But we see here where they're trying to see the inquiry into the creepy ass, but have yet to produce any. No, they have yet to produce. They produce a whole bunch of it You just on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? By the creepy ass president during an at time chaotic hearing on Thursday, which is the late edition. Witnesses presented by the Republicans admitted that they did not have evidence of Creep Joe Biden committing a crime. Of course not. They're probably on the threat of death. You know what I'm saying? So they're not. So Crockett is just running some bullshit, and I don't want to hear it. You garbage, nigga. You garbage. I'm not trying to hear none of this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But we see Donald Trump found guilty, of 2.2 billion financial fraud in network inflation, judge ruled, who gives a flying fuckery. That's his business, not the business of the people to be even caring about that. If you want to do that with Donald Trump, you was to keep that off the media and do that, with Donald Trump somewhere else in the court that we don't know about. It's not news because that's his business. So whether he's guilty of it or not, it's still his personal business. But we don't see no evidence of Russian collusion. We don't see no evidence of him doing none of that crooked shit Creep Joe Biden and his son is doing with China and Kyrgyzstan and Romania and Russia and all over the fucking planet of the III. Huh? But the influence of that is to influence into our country straight garbage. Because Creep Joe Biden, Obama, and all these fucking fools is the one that led them in this country where they have so much rule in all our industry, in factories and everything. Like I said, we can't even make a pair of drawers. Even your drawers is made in China. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on. Let's just be frank. They sold us the fuck out. While you busy up there talking this bullshit about this man's financial personal business. So how does his business, or I wish you would show me how his business, is doing foreign lobbying to create a nuclear standoff using Ukraine. And then you secretly did it and think that nobody knew about it. But I've been telling people. If you look at my videos, my other lives, back when this shit was going on strong and hard with the pandemic, and I was out there talking, you would see that I said that. That's what I'm playing. You ain't fooling nobody. I knew what you did. But we have a bunch of people that the demon Democrats believe that they are stupid, and even the ones that ain't stupid, fuck y'all. That's the intelligence of them. We rule, like he said. Democracy is about ruling people. You know what I mean? Don't try to switch it up after you said it. You know what I'm saying? You're full of garbage. Nobody want to know about Trump's personal affairs. That's in this country. At least it's in this country. Show me where he inflated it all across the world in 38 nations. Talking about some goddamn NATO. You know what I'm saying? But we see Trump steps away from being removed from ballot, from the ballot, Republicans claim. Why would you want this man off the ballot, you jackasses? You know what I'm saying? By Alex Phillips on, the 9/28/23 at 12:14 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But we see the Republican presidential candidate has claimed he is from effectively stepping away from effectively denying Trump the ability to gain the 270 electoral college votes necessary to win the 2024 election, despite legal doubt being cast on his challengers. John Anthony Castro, John Anthony Castro, who has run unsuccessfully for several elected offices in his home state of Texas prior to the filing for the Republican presidential nomination, is seeking injunction in various jurisdictions. You know what I'm saying? Jurisdictions to bar the GOP forerunner to bar the GOP primary forerunner from being allowed to stand. And he needs to be kicked out of our country as well. Don't trust this motherfucker, whoever he is. He is filing. I guess he, you know what I'm saying, filing. He previously shared a social media showing challenges to Trump candidacy in Wyoming, Utah, Oklahoma, North Carolina, West Virginia, Montana, Kansas, and Ohio. He has also reported filed reportedly filed a claim in New Hampshire. Yeah, you're full of shit then, and you're full of shit now. Denying the likely Republican nominee access to the ballots would deprive him of as many as 50 electoral college votes before a single poll station had opened. He's garbage. He's garbage, whoever this not ass case is. He's garbage. He's straight up garbage. Talking about John Anthony Castro. Yeah, he's garbage. You know what I'm saying? And nobody wants to hear bullshit from you because you full of shit then, just like you full of shit now. In a rare, in a rare New York appearance, Texas Governor Greg Abbott urged state city lawmakers to direct their irony over the migrant at Washington. Where else should it be placed? He didn't even have to tell us that. Where else should it be placed? As we see them open the door to all types of bullshit in itself. So where should it be placed? Is the question that we're asking. Greg Abbott has a point, and his point is true. But at the same time, the damage is already done. Same as we saw with COVID-19. No matter what we said, you still fell for the trick. The Wanao story, the bullshit story, this bullshit story, that bullshit story, the ship coming in, with all the little ships around it, all the little tugboats guiding it in, and the ship coming up in the harbor, and that's supposed to have all the virus on it. And then when you see Como riding out on his little boat to go out there assess the damage of the virus, you know what I'm saying, as he riding out on a little speedboat there, riding out to the big white ship with the big Crusader flag, Crusader red, the big white ship with the big Crusader red cross on it. You know what I'm saying? Up in the harbor. You know, you're garbage. Almost garbage. Just to see. They're full of doo doo. I don't want to hear nothing from none of them because all that shit that y'all did, you know what I'm saying, just proved to me how dangerous these people in government really is. And we need a clearing out of these people. We need a clearing out of these people. By all means. They're garbage. They garbage then and they garbage now. Let's just be frank. You know what I mean? While they're busy sitting up there looking me in my face, talking shit. You know what I'm saying? We see House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries celebrate government funding approval. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. He ain't celebrating shit because it shouldn't have happened at all. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? We see Judge rule B12 as unconstitutional. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. I can imagine everything is unconstitutional these days, isn't it? Even the wrong that y'all do. You know what I'm saying? But we see this is coming in, about Texas vibes, you know what I'm saying, one day ago. We see discover the groundbreaking ruling as federal judge declared Senate Bill 12 unconstitutional, uncovers the implications of his decision and why it can't be enforced in Texas. It must watch for those inter- interests, watch those interests in legal you know what I'm saying, watch those interested in legal development and constitutional law. See, we see some writing reports, you know what I'm saying, writing reports relevant to the video are accessible now. And in the reference section below, here, here are the takeaways from that. The federal judge in Texas declared a law that restricts certain public drag shows and and unco- certain ban on certain drag shows as unconstitutional. How is it unconstitutional? You know what I'm saying? The law known as the Section Bill 12 prohibits performers from dancing, you know what I'm saying, or suggestively or wearing certain, uh, I guess, whatever the fuck you call it, in front of children. This judge here must be, a LGBTQ gay right bombhole dumbass. You know what I'm saying? Instead of he calling people a ass, I call them the whole thing because while you say all this bullshit, you're not just an ass. You're the whole ass. You know what I'm saying? You're just the asshole. You're the whole ass. You know what I'm saying? With this dumb shit. It's not unconstitutional. What is unconstitutional is the fact of what you are doing to our country in more ways than one. You know what I'm saying? That's unconstitutional based on some drag woke bullshit. Nobody give a flying fuck about no woke, no drag, and no bullshit. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit should not have even been going on. And I'm surprised to understand how long y'all been paying these people to drive the minds of people into gayism and the chemicals that Anthony Fauci and them been using to even create the minds of the children that are born from the womb to even fall that way. Get out of my fucking face. You garbage. You garbage then, and you garbage now. And we damn well know, we damn sure know that you gonna be garbage no matter what we say in the future. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely not. White House Spock, whatever, Bristol, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the hell her name is, when Fox reporter asked if Biden bears responsibility for shutdown. Let's see what she has to say. When he asked that question, this is coming in by Tommy Christopher one day ago. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't have an Eastern Standard Time, but the media, it comes on the media. You know what I'm saying? But we see White House Director of the Office Management and Budget, Shanlan Young or whatever, Shalanda Young. hmm Brist when, you know what I'm saying, Bristed when Fox Business White House correspondent Ed, you know what I'm saying, Ed Lawrence asked if Joe Biden, you know what I'm saying, bears any responsibility in if the government shut down, you know what I'm saying, if the government shut down. Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy, has been trying to blame creepy ass. He is him. It is him. It is him. What the fuck you talking about? Kevin McCarthy trying to blame? The blame is on creepy ass pedophilia, blood sucking, dumbass. You know what I'm saying? Other holy. You know what I'm saying? Bullshitical Luciferian Bible swearing hand dumbass. It is his fault. If it was Trump, we would simply say that. What would be so hard if the blame was on Trump? Trump isn't in office. He's not the president. Might have a lot to say in running for office again, but you know what I'm saying? Well, he always was the president, but now he has to fight these clowns to get back what you took from them. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? How is it not his problem? Because you sitting up there saying that the shutdown is because they don't want to fund Ukraine. Why would you put the two together? So it doesn't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Talking about they were trying to blame and trying to blame, the blame do fall on him. You see? For a looming government shutdown and the impeachment inquiry targeting creepy ass nutcase pedophilia, blood sucking, you know what I'm saying, Luciferian Baphomet bullshit go Biden. But outlets like CNN Lion Ass News, you know what I'm saying, have pointed out that the White House, struck a deal with McCarthy months ago, and the shutdown is the result of demands by his fellow Republicans. Okay. The young joined the House Press Secretary Catherine Jean Claude Nutcase as Pierre at, you know what I'm saying, another nigga ass balls licking fucking lick a nigga lick a cracker balls fucking sellout, at Friday's White House press briefing, during which Lawrence drew strong objection when he asked if some of the blame for the shutdown, you know what I'm saying, resets, you know what I'm saying, shutdown reset with the creepy ass Nutcase president. You know what I'm saying? But Ed Lawrence, so the Treasury Department, this is Ed Lawrence himself speaking, not Point Blizzy, you know what I'm saying?